Hey yo, E-King Fight News. Top of the morning to all the subscribers, E-King Fight News team. And we on to the next one. Apparently Floyd Mayweather has come out and backed Anthony Joshua of all people. Why? Well, he believes HA's the A side, and he believes there's more money in the UK. Did Floyd not hear about that $50 million he turned down? I don't know. More on this, guys. E-King Fight News. Hey, yo. Well, it seems to me like Floyd Mayweather is like one of AJ's biggest fans or something. But at the same time, it's like he couldn't even remember any of his fights during the interview. But you know what? This basically what Floyd had to say was AJ's the A side, and he thinks there's more money in the UK. Now that last part I don't agree with him. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense because even Eddie Hearns admitted already that there's more money in the US for the fight. Barry Hearns admitted there's more money in the US for the fight. Everybody knows the biggest fights are on US pay-per-view in Las Vegas. All the biggest fights, they happen to be in Las Vegas on US pay-per-view. It's not a coincidence, guys. It's not a coincidence. So, where we're at right now in the fight is Eddie Hearn has rejected $50 million to fight in the US, and now are demanding this fight needs to happen in the UK first. Wilder's never had an issue with that, so we're back to trying to see how Eddie Hearn ducks out of the situation, because he's most likely going to be fighting Alexander Povetkin. Now, the interesting thing about this fight that I think a lot of people have to take notice is everybody is talking about it. That's the one sort of consistent part about this matchup. Everyone's talking about it. And you could talk about Tyson Fury, but at the end of the day, Anthony Joshua it's almost like he stole Tyson Fury's heat when Fury bowed out with that cocaine issue, mental illness, whatever you want to call it. He bowed out of a rematch with Klitschko, and AJ completely stole Tyson Fury's heat. He just scooped that shit up. You know, it was a brilliant move from Eddie Hearn to match up Joshua coming off of great confidence builder victories. Who did he beat before he fought Klitschko? What was the win he was coming off of? It was a nobody, right? It was a bum fight. It was a confidence builder. And then they announced the Klitschko fight, and I actually predicted it. I knew it was gonna happen. But my whole point is, the opportunist Eddie Hearn really did an excellent job of stealing all the heat that Tyson Fury had coming off of his victory over Klitschko, and he caught Klitschko coming off of a loss. Right? So to date, that's Joshua's biggest win, bar none, is that one fight against Vladimir Klitschko, the worst of the two brothers. And according to a lot of people, that makes him the A side. I mean, he got the first crack, and he got the KO. I mean, was he losing that fight? In my eyes, he wasn't ahead on points. But I say that to say this. Yeah, even Floyd Mayweather, he called Anthony Joshua a great finisher. He said people are overlooking Anthony Joshua. He said everyone's overlooking this man. He's a gold medalist. Well, to tell the truth, that gold medal final, there was a lot of back and forth action in that gold medal final. Like, it wasn't no dominant victory. I mean, AJ, you know, he's a guy that is still a work in progress. That's what I see when I look at AJ. I see him as a work in progress. He's still really working on his craft, working on his technique, his defense, his boxing ability, his combination punching. These are all things he's still working on. He's not a finished product. Deontay Wilder is a finished product right now. He is who he is. He's molded into his own style that you can't prepare for. He's got massive right hand power. He's got a great jab that is also overlooked and underrated. If he wants to, he can fight at distance, but he chooses to bang with his opponents, man. Look at what he did to Luis Ortiz. He went toe to toe with King Kong, and he showed his heart. He showed his will. I mean, that victory right now is so underrated, and to me, that's a stronger victory than a Vladimir Klitschko win. To me, I don't rate Vladimir Klitschko as high. And all you guys, like, you think this guy's like the greatest champion ever? No, Klitschko is not, man. He got knocked out by Layman Brewster in the first fight where he was exhausted. He got knocked out by Corey Sanders with one fucking punch. What do you think Deontay Wilder would do to him? I'm just, that's facts, guys. This is facts. Klitschko has always been this overrated fighter during his whole reign in a lackluster heavyweight division. You know, he was only big in Europe for whatever reason. You know, he's from over there, I guess. So, yeah, Klitschko's been able to rake in some good dollars, but that victory it's just not as strong. It just isn't, guys. Now, I'll give Anthony Joshua huge credit for this. He's always shown championship heart when it comes to, you know, when titles on the line, you know, it's all on the line. His biggest fights, he's shown championship heart and grit. He got up off the floor to knock out Klitschko in what was considered the fight of the year. So that'll tell you, man, like, the boy AJ, he is the real deal. As a heavyweight, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and call him a bum. I'm not going to sit here and call him an okay fighter. No, he's a great fighter. He proved that. On that night against Klitschko, he was a great fighter. He beat Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker is in the top tier of the heavyweights. No question about it. The dude's slick as fuck. And I mean, AJ had problems touching him up, but he did get the victory. He beat Carlos Takam convincingly. I mean, quintessential journeyman fighter, but a very good journeyman. Very good journeyman. A guy that would give a lot of different guys problems. You know, so AJ, definitely an underrated fighter, definitely someone that has great potential. And you know, it's funny because they talked to Floyd about the Wilder fight, how it should or should not be in the UK, but they never brought up Povetkin. That's really the guy AJ's looking. It's not Deontay Wilder. It's Alexander Povetkin. Of course they didn't ask Floyd about that. And I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, that's Ben. That's how he does his interview. And if he's got Floyd on the line, you're gonna let him say his piece, right? So it is what it is. Floyd Mayweather backs Anthony Joshua. It's interesting that he said he would prefer the fight in the UK when clearly that there is more money in the States. That's already obvious. But what's even more concerning is Deontay Wilder has the same team as Floyd Mayweather. He's got Al Heyman. He's got Sam Watson brothers and shit behind him. Shelly Finkel, part of his team. I mean, Floyd, why basically throw Wilder under the bus here? He's the American fighter. Floyd loves to say he supports American boxing and whatnot, but he doesn't support Deontay Wilder. I find that peculiar. And maybe there's jealousy there. Maybe there is. I think there's a good chance that there is. And I'll just leave it at that, man. I think Floyd's on some other shit right now. And perhaps, I mean, it comes down to this. Because Floyd, when he sees a guy with the potential to surpass him, you're going to see the hate come out. You're going to see it, man. He's an open book. Mayweather is. And if anybody has a potential to surpass Floyd's numbers and his popularity and to take over as the new face of boxing, you're gonna see the hate come out in Floyd, especially if it's an American fighter, because Floyd still wants to be known as the #1 American fighter. And it's interesting, but he still feels like he's a fighter, I think. And there's a reality check here because you're retired, Floyd. So, you know, let the young brothers out there, let the young killers. He called Wilder a pit bull, and that's exactly what he is. This dude's a game dog, someone that really don't give a fuck. You know, he's willing to kill a man in the ring. That's the kind of shit Floyd Mayweather, maybe he's never really felt that. But he doesn't know what it's like to have that heavyweight power. That's what Deontay Wilder has. So, you know, let it be known. Let it be known Floyd Mayweather is backing AJ on this one. King Fight News. Let me know what you guys think. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also, don't be surprised if Floyd Mayweather comes out a week later talking about how Deontay Wilder's underrated now. He's a great fighter. Don't be surprised either. King Fight News.